In early 2026, something happened that almost no one outside the industry noticed. Two of the world's leading artificial intelligence labs released new systems on the very same day. And both companies said something that just a few years ago would have sounded like science fiction. They claimed their newest AI had helped build the next version of itself. Think about that for a moment. A tool that helps design a better version of the tool. A machine beginning to participate in its own creation. This is the race to build a mind, an artificial general intelligence that can think, reason, and learn across almost any domain a human can. It may be the most consequential competition in human history, and the people leading it disagree profoundly about what happens if they win. To understand why this moment matters, you have to understand what these companies are actually trying to build. Most of the artificial intelligence around you today is narrow. It does one thing. A system that recommends videos cannot drive a car. A system that translates languages cannot diagnose disease. Each one is powerful, but boxed into a single task. Artificial general intelligence is different. The goal is a single system that can move fluidly across almost any intellectual task. Writing, reasoning, scientific research, planning, problem-solving, at or above the level of a capable human. Not a specialized tool, but a general one. A mind, in the functional sense of the word. For decades, this was a distant dream. Researchers debated whether it was even possible. But over the last few years, something shifted. Large AI models began showing flashes of general capability that surprised even the people who built them. They started passing professional exams, writing functional software, and solving problems they were never explicitly trained to solve. And so a handful of organizations, OpenAI, Google DeepMind, Anthropic, and a few others, began openly stating that building artificial general intelligence is no longer a question of if, but when. The race stopped being theoretical. It became the central mission of some of the most well-funded companies on Earth. Here is where the story becomes genuinely strange. The people closest to this technology, the ones actually building it, cannot agree on when it will arrive. And these are not small disagreements. The CEO of Anthropic has suggested that AI systems broadly smarter than humans at almost everything could arrive within just a few years. The head of Google DeepMind has offered a more measured estimate, roughly a 50% chance within 5 to 10 years. The leader of OpenAI has said his company already knows, in principle, how to build it, and that it is now a matter of execution. Meanwhile, other respected researchers argue that today's approach has fundamental limits, and that true general intelligence may still be decades away, or may require breakthroughs we haven't even imagined yet. So, why such a vast disagreement among experts looking at the same evidence? Part of the answer is that progress has become difficult to measure. Modern AI systems display what some researchers call jagged intelligence. They can achieve gold medal performance on advanced mathematics, and then fail at a task a 12-year-old would find trivial. They are simultaneously superhuman and strangely limited, and that makes it genuinely hard to know how close we are. But there is a second force driving the race, and it is far more concrete than any prediction. Money. The scale of investment flowing into this competition is unlike anything in the history of technology. Individual frontier labs are now raising tens of billions of dollars in single funding rounds. One company has signaled it expects to spend on the order of $50 billion on computing power in a single year. The cost of competing at the frontier has become so enormous that only a handful of players, backed by the largest technology companies and sovereign wealth funds on the planet, can even enter the race. The era of building this technology in a garage is over. The race to build a mind has become a contest between titans. But the part of this story that deserves the most attention is the one that gets the least. The race is not only about when artificial general intelligence arrives. It is about whether we will understand what we have built when it does. These systems are not programmed line by line, the way traditional software is. They are grown, trained on vast amounts of data until capabilities emerge that no one explicitly designed. This means the people building the most powerful AI systems in the world often cannot fully explain why those systems do what they do. The capability arrives before the understanding. This is the heart of what researchers call the alignment problem. How do you ensure that a system far more capable than yourself reliably wants what you want, and continues to, even as it grows more powerful? It sounds abstract. It is not. Some of the same labs racing to build these systems have published research warning that advanced AI, if poorly understood, could carry severe and even catastrophic risks. And here lies the tension that defines this entire moment. The competitive pressure to move fast is immense. Billions invested, national prestige at stake, the fear that a rival will get there first. But the work of making these systems safe, interpretable, and well understood is slow, careful, and patient. The race rewards speed, the stakes reward caution, and those two forces are pulling on the same small group of people at the same time. So, what does this mean for the rest of us? If these systems arrive sooner than expected, the disruption could be profound, transforming how we work, how we discover, how economies function, and how nations compete. Entire categories of human labor could shift in years rather than generations, leaving little time to adapt. And the decisions shaping this future are not being made by governments or international institutions or the public. They are being made right now inside a small number of private laboratories, by a few thousand researchers and the companies that fund them. Most of the world has no seat at that table, and often no clear view of what is happening at it. This is perhaps the defining feature of our moment. A technology that could reshape civilization is being built faster than our societies can understand it, debate it, or prepare for it. The race to build a mind is often told as a story about machines. But it is really a story about us, about whether human ambition can be matched by human wisdom, about whether we can build something that may one day rival our own intelligence, and have the foresight to do it carefully. The technology is not destiny. The outcome depends on the choices made now. How fast we move, how much we choose to understand, and whether the future we build is one we actually intended. The minds being built in this decade may shape every decade that follows. The question is no longer whether we can build them. It is whether we will understand what we have made. If you want to understand the forces shaping our future, subscribe to the Future Brief. Understand today. Shape tomorrow.